What's going on YouTube? This is Eric Kelly, aka the Tech Gentleman, and today I've got another case from Shieldon that I'm going to review for you guys. And if you watched my last video, I reviewed their standard clasp case. This brown guy right here, standard leather clasp. And if you remember, I was really blown away by the pricing, the packaging, and also just the quality of this case. So I got the same expectations for this guy. So without further ado, let's talk tech. So guys, if you watched my last review, this right here will come as no surprise to you. This nice packaging right here actually comes from a company called Shieldon. They reached out to me to review a couple of their cases, and I got my first one about a week ago. And this is going to be sort of an unboxing and review of this new case, and also just update you guys on the status of this case right here. So I've been using this one right here for about a week, and I usually just by default get wallet cases for all my phones, but this one right here, I took all my cards out and stuff. As you can see, these are kind of loose because I've been using it as my actual wallet. I left my wallet at home about a week ago, and I've just been rocking this guy right here for the S7 Edge. And I mean, I really haven't looked back. I mean, just every time I pick this up, it's nice, soft, genuine leather. Feels good in the hand, as your boy Floss would say. And it's just a well-made product, you know. This is kind of one of the few cases that people actually stop and ask me, like, hey, like, where'd you get that case from? Because it looks nice, especially once people hold it, because it just feels different than the PU leather that you're used to seeing on Amazon and stuff. So just to give you a little feedback on this one, I've had it for a week, been using it, and I'm loving it. And it is softening up, so it's a lot more flexible. You can tell it's kind of by the give and the flap and stuff like that. And you know, just over time, I expect this to really start looking nice and start getting that character that you get with genuine leather. So throwing that one aside, we got another one here. This one actually has a different clasp design. I'll show you guys here in a second. Of course, out the gate, you got that nice Shieldon packaging, which, like I say, is nicer than actually some phones I've seen. You know, so off the top, that's already pretty nice. So of course, you got their I call it signature pouch, but you know, it's what I've come to know them for. They got this nice little felt pouch that they include with all their cases. Like I say, this guy right here is for the S7 Edge, but it's black. So with this one, you get this little dual flap design, or dual clasp design on here, which is a little bit different. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and bring in their brown case, kind of bring them in side by side. So you can see the brown one has a lot shinier finish to it, whereas the black one is kind of sort of I guess a matte type finish, you'd say. And it doesn't feel as interesting as the brown one, I'll say that. It feels actually a little bit more plasticky. But let's go ahead and zoom in on here so you guys can take a look around the case. So it's a standard wallet case. You got your stitching going around it with the Shieldon logo there. And like I said, it's not a sticker. That's actually it doesn't look to be actually stamped in, but it's embossed, or however you say it. And this kind of interesting clasp setup here. So you got sort of two flaps that are magnetized. You can actually bring them together and snap them together. Now I will say I'm not sure how well it's going to hold up once you start putting cards in here, because if they don't line up, then there's really no give with it. But we'll definitely see. And there we can see the feel the nature. That's their little motto there. Like I said, this does feel good because I actually have one of the Spigen wallet cases for my Note 5, and this actually feels a lot better. So we'll take this out. Little foam insert. So this one is a little bit different on the inside as well. On the brown one here, we've actually got, we actually got sort of like a color matched and texture matched insert. I'm not even sure if that might actually be leather. It feels like it. That's wrapping the little insert you snap your phone into. So it's color matched and everything. Looks real nice and classy. Well, on this guy here, we just got like a little clear kind of polycarbonate backing here, and a little bit of logo on the inside. And they do this thing where they send you like a little cutout of the leather with a sample of the grain on it. Pop that off. And just the back, of course they got the Shieldon branding on the back, which is always nice. And this back actually is a little bit different than the regular Clasp case. As you can see, it doesn't have sort of that dual layer design because of the insert. And just to give you guys a side-by-side comparison of them, for size sake, it makes sense that they would be about the same size. And they're different styles, but I think the black one, this dual clasp case, will be a little bit thinner, possibly, but not by much. So they're kind of both about the same thickness. Like I said, they are wallet cases, so they're not going to be the thinnest cases in the world, which is fine. And also, this is another signature from Shieldon to my dear customer. This is sort of like their, care instructions, and I call it like a little love letter to the customer almost. It's pretty cool. It's a nice touch, a nice quality, nice little quality packaging or whatever. So they got the little Shieldon card with their logo on it. And if you watch my other video, I actually go through this in detail and read all of these. This says, gives you comments on genuine leather and how it ages, and if it gets wet to wipe it off. But it's natural for genuine leather to form, wrinkles and scars and stuff like that. It's a part of the character that leather, that real leather has. So here's a thank you card. And on the back, they just thanking the customer. Says, dear customer, thank you for choosing Shieldon. Hope you enjoy the convenience, quality, and durability of our genuine leather case. As a professional manufacturer in genuine leather case, Shieldon provides 1-year warranty from the date of purchase. If you have any question, please contact us via Amazon or email. So a lot of companies, if you go on Amazon and leave them a bad review, tell them what your issue is, they will contact you. You put 1 star under a respectable company's product, they want to know what the problem was and how they can fix it. This is another company like that, so that's a nice touch right there. And also they have the service card. So on this guy, they're just talking about, I guess, some of the most common things people comment on. They're just saying that it's normal for the magnet to weaken in the front flap to bulge slightly when there are more cards put into the wallet flap. Says this is because the gap and the front and back cover increases by the thickness of cards. Place the proper amount of cards, which is kind of common sense, but some people don't really pay attention to that kind of stuff. So I'll set those off over to the side. Sit that down there. All right, so I get this brown one out the way, and I'll grab my S7 Edge. Go ahead and pop in here and give you guys an idea how it feels. So off the bat, this one is significantly easier to pop in and pop out. And so just to give you guys up close and personal look while it's in the phone, while the phone is in the case. So you get your camera recessed a good little bit for that table smackability, And of course you got your earpiece up top. And down bottom you have your ports that are open for you. So you got your headphone jack, micro USB charging port, speaker and mic. And on the right side, you've got access to your power button. We'll go ahead and check it out and see. So that's cool. And on the left side, you got access to your volume up and down button, which has plenty of clearance. And up top, you got a cutout, nothing really on the S7 Edge to worry about. Just got that microphone and the SIM card and micro SD card slot. But like I said, overall it feels pretty good. Like I said, I still prefer the feel of the brown. If you feel like it, I would definitely suggest getting the brown at this point, just because it just feels more premium than the black at this point. So now this clasp. The clasp is kind of cool because it's almost like a automatic open and close feature. With this guy, you kind of gotta make sure you flip it closed. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and stick a couple of cards in here and see how this clasp holds up. So I just stick in my cards that I actually was using here recently. All right, so I got some cards in here, and it still closes pretty reliably, actually. So that's pretty cool. I got 3 cards in here, just one in each pocket. Nothing major. A couple of debit cards and a license. So I think that's actually going to work out pretty good. And of course, on this one, you got the ability to prop it up as well. So if you want to, prop this up at your desk or something like that, you can definitely do that. It'll be no problem. That'll work out pretty well. So that's cool. So guys, like I said, this is another one from Shieldon. If you guys have any comments, questions about this case, feel free to hit me up. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter, Google+, and I always respond to all my comments. So if you guys got any questions or just something you want to discuss, hit me up. And if you guys got any suggestions as far as a platform I can use to communicate with you guys better too, that'd be cool. Just something that's a little bit more conversational. And yeah, guys, until next time, peace.